Imagine a child being born in a simple home in London. No one could have imagined that she would go on to reign for 70 years, witness the lives of thousands, and leave a mark on history. This child was Queen Elizabeth II. Her childhood, her family, and her unexpected succession marked the beginning of a reign that would captivate the world. Let's take a closer look at this extraordinary life story. Fact 1. The birth, family, and childhood of Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II was born on April 21, 1926 in London. She was not born in a royal palace, but at 17 Bruton Street, in the home of her grandparents. At the time of her birth, her father was simply the Duke of York, the future King George VI, and her mother was Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, who would later become known as the Queen Mother. She was the first child of the family and dearly loved. In 1930, her sister Princess Margaret was born, and the two sisters were very close from an early age. The baby's full name was Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, chosen to honor important women in the family, her mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. As a small child, she could not pronounce her own name properly, so her family lovingly nicknamed her Lilibet. Elizabeth spent her childhood in London and in various royal residences, with Windsor Castle playing a particularly important role in her upbringing. She was a quiet, intelligent, and serious child, showing great interest in horses, dogs, and nature. Interestingly, she was not considered a direct heir at birth. However, in 1936, when her father became king after the abdication of his elder brother, Edward VIII, Elizabeth suddenly became the direct heir to the throne and began to be prepared for her future role. Fact 2. Youth and education. From a young age, Queen Elizabeth II was known as a serious and intelligent child. Her education did not take place in regular schools, but at home. Private tutors taught her history, art, French, literature, and mathematics. From an early age, she learned responsibility and the importance of duty, as her family had begun preparing her for the possibility that one day she might ascend to the throne. During her youth, she also developed social skills and diplomatic abilities. These qualities laid the foundation for her future long and stable reign. This period shaped her character, preparing her not just as an heir to the throne, but as a future leader. Fact 3. Service during World War II. In her youth, Queen Elizabeth II took an extraordinary step. She volunteered to serve in the British Army during World War II. At just 18 years old, Elizabeth did not settle for the expected ceremonial life of a future queen. She wanted to serve her country directly. Upon joining the army, she trained as a mechanic and driver, gaining technical skills and even performing duties in military uniform. This demonstrated her sense of responsibility, courage, and patriotism at a young age. Her service also made her a more recognized and respected figure among the public. For Elizabeth, this experience was a formative period as a future leader. She learned to understand the real struggles of people and to prepare for serious responsibilities. By actively serving her country, rather than only preparing to ascend the throne, Elizabeth combined responsibility and leadership skills at a young age. This period strengthened her independence and resilience, preparing her to leave a lasting mark in history as a future queen. Fact 4. Accession to the throne in early reign. Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne on February 6, 1952, at only 25 years old. Her father, King George VI, had passed away, and this unexpected event suddenly placed Elizabeth at the head of the British Empire. Though she was young and inexperienced at the time, she had already developed into a serious and responsible leader. Her early years on the throne marked a period of change and modernization for both Britain and the world. While preserving traditions, the Queen embraced new technologies and media, connecting with the public in unprecedented ways. In 1953, her coronation was broadcast live on television and watched by millions. A historic moment, as no previous queen's coronation had reached such a wide audience. During this period, Elizabeth also took her first serious steps in foreign policy, diplomacy, and family affairs. She was recognized not just as a symbolic figurehead, but as a monarch who addressed real problems and considered the needs of her people. Her early reign laid the foundation for a stable and impactful 70-year rule. Fact 5. Long reign and global influence. Queen Elizabeth II became the longest reigning monarch in British history, serving on the throne for over 70 years. During her reign, the world changed dramatically, from the decline of the British Empire to the rise of modern technologies. Elizabeth was not only the head of the United Kingdom, but also the official head of state for Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and other Commonwealth countries. Her long reign established her as a symbol of stable leadership. She worked with 15 British prime ministers, from Winston Churchill to Liz Truss, always striving to maintain balance and continuity. The Queen was also actively involved in diplomacy, humanitarian efforts, and public affairs, extending her influence around the world. Her long and steady reign earned her immense respect among her people. Elizabeth's role went beyond symbolic leadership. She witnessed historical eras firsthand and became a stabilizing factor in world politics. Throughout her reign, she preserved traditions while adapting to the modern world, becoming a source of inspiration for millions. Fact 6. Public and diplomatic work. Queen Elizabeth II was not only a symbolic leader, but also an active monarch in public and diplomatic affairs. During her reign, the world changed significantly, and she undertook numerous trips to strengthen diplomatic relations while protecting the interests of both the United Kingdom and Commonwealth nations. Elizabeth visited over 100 countries and met with thousands of government officials and world leaders. She also focused on public issues, supporting social programs, humanitarian projects, and various charitable organizations. The Queen viewed these activities not as personal interests, but as important responsibilities toward the state and her people. Her diplomatic work enhanced her respect among citizens and strengthened relationships with global leaders. Elizabeth also participated in state events and official ceremonies, preserving traditions while adapting to the modern world. During her leadership, the British monarchy evolved from a purely symbolic institution to one that actively engaged with the public and played an influential role internationally. Fact 7. Her family, Queen Elizabeth II, married Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, in 1947. Their marriage became one of the longest-lasting royal unions in history, lasting 73 years. They had 4 children: Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. Each child received a rigorous education under the Queen's guidance and was introduced to the essential principles of public and diplomatic life. The Queen always placed great importance on her family. She was not only a leader at official events, but also sought to maintain close, personal relationships with her family members. From their earliest years, she spent time with her children, guiding them to become disciplined and responsible individuals. As a child, she had been affectionately called Lilibet, a nickname that symbolized the intimate bond she shared with her family. Her family also served as a personal support system, sharing the burdens and responsibilities of her life. Her relationship with Prince Philip, her connection with her children, and her extended family ties provided stable support throughout her life and reign. Her family was not only a source of personal fulfillment, but also a key pillar that exemplified values and unity to the public. Fact 8. The Queen's secret habit of reading newspapers. Queen Elizabeth II, one of the most famous monarchs in the world, had surprisingly simple and intriguing personal habits. One of them was secretly reading newspapers. Away from official duties and ceremonies, she would sit quietly in a room, open various newspapers, and read attentively. This allowed her not only to follow daily news, but also to stay informed about world events and see reality through her own eyes. This habit reflected her curiosity, thoughtfulness, and sense of responsibility. The Queen didn't rely solely on official sources or public reports. She evaluated and analyzed information herself. This simple yet special habit revealed how thoughtful and private a leader she truly was. Reading newspapers in secret also offered a small glimpse into how she valued her personal time and maintained a personal interest in the world's affairs. Fact 9. Queen Elizabeth II and her daughter-in-law, Princess Diana. The relationship between Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Diana has been one of the most discussed royal dynamics in modern history. Their connection was complex and, at times, tense. When Diana married Prince Charles in 1981, she quickly won the admiration of the public, earning the title of the People's Princess. This immense popularity, in some ways, contrasted with the Queen's traditional, formal, and serious image as monarch. At first, the Queen welcomed Diana warmly. However, as marital problems between Charles and Diana grew, and as the media amplified scandals surrounding their relationship, the bond between the Queen and Diana became strained. Fact 10. The death of Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II passed away on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96, in Balmoral Castle, Scotland. Her death was not only a profound moment for the United Kingdom, but also for the entire world. She was not only the longest reigning monarch in British history, but also one of the most beloved, respected, and recognized leaders of the 20th and 21st centuries. With her passing, a 70-year era, the longest reign in Britain's history, came to an end. Her departure marked a historic turning point that will be remembered for generations. The nation was plunged into deep sorrow. In London and across all Commonwealth countries, special ceremonies were held, and people laid flowers outside palaces, expressing their love and respect for the Queen. We'll keep bringing you the most fascinating moments from history. If you want to discover more secrets of the past with us, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications. See you in the next historical story.